Alica Schmidt both ran in yesterday, so one of them had to run in the mixed. Are you surprised they're not running one in that?
Yeah, to be honest, yes. Because I think one of these four, yes, they were in it. Like,
we get to their heat in just a moment. The second of the heat's coming up. But first of all, it is heat number 1, and there are 6 teams lining up. In fact, 5 teams. Dominican Republic are late withdrawals. They did have a team declared, Dominican Republic, but they are a DNS, as you can see there. So, late problem for them, which means that 5 teams will contest the 2 places. India, therefore, are on the inside in lane 4. It's not something you say too often. They have Rupal, Jatika Dandi, Vivama Matsatira, and Suba Venkatisan. Running up for Germany. We've seen their male 4x1 sprinters go through. Alica Schmidt, who ran in a mixed 4x4 earlier on this evening and ran very well, was back out about an hour and a bit later there in the women's 4x4 with Scotty Shea, Mona Meyer and Hannah Mergenthaler. Jamaica, well, a poor day yesterday for them with only 1 team going through. The fortunes for them have improved this evening with Cherokee Young, Renisha McGregor, Ashley Williams and Janelle Bromfield. They have the same team but in a different order. Renisha McGregor will lead them off in this one, where Cherokee Young did yesterday. Brazil, with Dos Santos Barreto, Leticia Lima, they were disqualified yesterday. Maria Decena and Annie Debassi, who also is running her 2nd leg of the evening as well. And Colombia complete the lineup, the South American champions, with Paula Laboa, Caria Velez, Rosana Palacios and Naomi Castro. So we saw yesterday some pretty successful doubling up from the likes of Natalia Kazmarek of Poland and Ireland's Rashida Adeleke and Charlene Maudsley, who do go again in the mixed 4x4 for Ireland, by the way. They don't run in the women's 4x4 final later on. But the athletes, a couple of them doubling up here. Alica Schmidt of Germany on the opening leg. Annie Debassi of Brazil on the anchor leg as well. We'll see what they can do here, Daphne, with the 2 in about an hour or so.
yeah, but yesterday we saw it with the island girl, so maybe it's possible.
Certainly that was some impressive, particularly Adeleke yesterday, a couple of sub 50 seconds twice in the space of a couple of hours. But, they get let off with just 1 run this evening. So here we go then with the women's 4x400 meters Olympic qualifying round 2. Named in it, the 4 names that had been submitted. They do not start, so 5 for the 2 places. You have to expect the Jamaican quartet, if they run to their ability here, to their form, this quartet should be strong enough to win this. With some in hand, you would think.
Set.
So Renisha McGregor leading them off. She ran the anchor leg yesterday. I mentioned they've all switched around positions. None of them in the same position on this occasion. Alica Schmidt of Germany running that 2nd leg of the evening has got them in their focus ahead, but Renisha McGregor has gone up best over the first 200 meters or so. Up on Brazil, Jenny Dos Santos Barreto outside them. India had some misfortune yesterday with their men's team pulling up injured. Renisha McGregor. 3 of these teams haven't qualified a team from this championship so far, by the way. India, Brazil and Colombia looking for their first passports to Paris. Germany finishing strong here. This is Alica Schmidt in her 2nd run of the evening, who's actually made it up on Renisha McGregor in the closing stages, who paid the price for that strong early start, and a really good 2nd leg of the night from Alica Schmidt there has put Germany in the box seat ahead of Brazil and Jamaica. Colombia right on the outside and India inside them, and the baton in the hand for Germany now of Scotty Shea. Jamaica have Cherokee Young, last night's lead-off runner. Brazil, the baton is in the hand of Leticia Lima. Dandy for India, and it's Caria Velez for Colombia. Germany, Jamaica and Brazil away from the rest at the moment. At the battle for 2nd place as Lima tries to close down on Cherokee Young, who herself is now chipping away at Scotty Shea. This is a much better 2nd leg from Jamaica. Much better judgment from Cherokee Young. And India coming strongly down the home straight as well with Gatika Gandhi to put them in contention. They're going to be pretty much level with Germany by the time they pass the baton over. Ashley Williams heads off for Jamaica. India now in second position, and Germany have gone right back there. If they make a bit of a mess of the change there, Germany, they did, which in a 4x4 is inexcusable, really, although the lactic of the incoming runner can always be a factor. So Germany have put themselves right under pressure now. Jamaica with that lead that's just being closed down by India's third leg runner, Obama Majatira. Ashley Williams out front for Jamaica. Germany are having to work back with Mona Mayer just trying to come around the outside of the Brazilian athlete, Maria Decena. So Jamaica 400 meters in Paris. Brazil finished third, Germany in fourth place. All you've got to do is deal with the hand that you're given. India were given an advantage by that Germany changeover, and they made it count. Jamaica, we expected them to be strong favourites. That was a good example when it all comes together well for you there. We said that if they all run to their potential as you'd expect them to do, Jamaica, an experienced quartet like that was a good performance.
Jamaica is doing a really good job in these rounds because they are all true.
Couple of winners, Jamaica, joining their teams who progressed a little bit earlier on. And India, that is the first team that India have won through here from World Athletics Relays Bahamas 2024. I mentioned there's a big Jamaican contingent here, and they are not quite making as much noise as the Bahamians when the Bahamian mixed 4x4 team saw it through earlier on, but still a good reception for them. The Indian team, Rupal Dandi Matatira and Venkatesan. Yeah, that was an effective performance from them. They will get them the passport to Paris qualification banner as well. And Germany, well, it was the change between Shia and Maya, which hopefully we'll get a chance to see. Daphne, that you spotted at the time. Keep an eye on that as we have a little look back at the changeovers. So this is the changeover here that went wrong.
Yeah, she started a little bit too early because she was so much lactic in her legs. That's what you can see in the last couple of meters. It was so difficult for her. And the incoming and the outgoing was like, okay, I need to go now, but that was a little bit too early. So she needs to stop and then wrap it and then go. That's the difficult thing of the 400 meters. You need to wait.
And the thing is, in the 4x4, I mean, it's obviously, you'd say it's half a second that you lose by just checking your stride slightly or making sure you're slightly safe. There's obviously another 399 meters you can make that up, whereas in a 4x1, it's obviously you've got to be ruthlessly efficient. In the 4x4, it's surprising to see a team make a mess up like that.
Yeah, the changeover is not that important. You have all the time to make it okay. You need to wrap it and go. That's enough. Like, you cannot win that much time in it.
Well, small margins, and unfortunately for Germany, that costly change left Jamaica and India to come through and put their places at the Olympic Games. Good performance from Jamaica to seal their passage in the first of the women's 4x400 meter heats, with India taking the second spot ahead of Brazil and Germany, paying the price for that poor back change.
The women's 4x400 meters relay at the World Athletics Relays Bahamas 2024 delivered one of the most thrilling and emotionally charged battles of the entire event. Under the electric atmosphere of Nassau's Thomas A. Robinson Stadium, the stakes could not have been higher. Only the top two teams would punch their tickets to the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. With pressure mounting and the crowd roaring, every exchange, every stride, and every tactical decision mattered. The lineup included India, Germany, Jamaica, Brazil, and Colombia, while the Dominican Republic, initially seen as a podium-level threat, did not start, suddenly opening the door for unexpected outcomes. From the moment the gun fired, the race transformed into a dramatic showcase of contrasting strategies and raw athletic talent. India launched the early attack, surprising many with an aggressive opening leg that immediately forced the rest of the field to adjust. Germany, anchored by social media sensation and rising track figure Alica Schmidt, tried to maintain a disciplined and steady rhythm. But the German squad quickly realized that this would be no ordinary qualification heat. The Caribbean giants came to dominate. Jamaica, known for their blistering sprint tradition, demonstrated why they remain a global powerhouse. Their first two legs were calculated but confident, keeping them within striking distance while conserving enough energy for a brutal final push. Brazil also stayed in the mix, showing strong exchanges and refusal to let the leaders break away. The turning point came at the third leg. Jamaica unleashed a surge of speed that instantly shifted the tone of the race. Their runner closed the gap with frightening ease, sweeping past opponents who had looked comfortable just moments earlier. Suddenly, Germany found themselves under immense pressure as Jamaica began to take control. By the time the baton reached the anchor leg, the narrative was set. Jamaica exploded forward with a dominant final lap, powering away from the field and making qualification look almost effortless. Alica Schmidt, carrying the hopes of Germany's relay squad, fought with determination, but the pure pace of the Jamaican anchor was simply overwhelming. The gap widened with each step, and the contrast in finishing speed became impossible to ignore. Jamaica crossed the line first, securing their Olympic spot with authority and leaving no doubt about their relay strength. Behind them, India delivered a shock of their own, holding their composure and speed to clinch the second qualification spot, a moment of historic pride for their athletics program. Germany and Brazil fought bravely, but fell short, while Colombia faded in the final stretch. For Alica Schmidt and her team, it was a tough reminder of the brutal reality of world-class relay racing. One small dip in pace, one weaker leg, and the entire race can slip away. In the end, this 4x400 showdown became a story of dominance, ambition, and heartbreak. Jamaica rising above all, India achieving the unexpected, and Germany learning a hard lesson on the Olympic road.